Good morning, guys. Welcome to Singapore. The country has finally opened its doors for tourism. Just arrived here yesterday on a flight from Bali, Indonesia. And I want to share with you guys what it was like flying here, what the situation is like exploring the city, because it's my very first time actually visiting Singapore. So I don't know how to get a SIM card. I didn't know how to exchange any money. I didn't know where to stay even. So this was a brand new learning experience for me coming to Singapore. And so far, it is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm down here at Marina Bay, and it is almost like New York City, except without all the flaws of New York City. So I'm be taking you guys around the city, showing you what it's like right now. Currently, there's no mask restrictions except for indoors. So if you're walking outside, if you're doing a run, you're on your bike, you don't have to wear a mask, which is awesome. You just have to put it on when you're on any public transportation or if you're visiting a mall, for example. So that's about it. So let me share with you guys what it was like actually flying here. I flew from Bali on April 15th and I flew on Scoot Airlines. So there's no more vaccinated travel lanes. You just kind of pick a flight and you fly to Singapore. For check-in process, they only check your vaccination certificate and a PCR test, which you have to do about 48 hours in advance. So very quick, very simple. And then 3 days before your flight, you have to submit your health declaration form online. So it's pretty easy, guys. One thing I love about traveling now in 2022 is that countries are starting to ease up on the requirements and restrictions. So it's very easy to basically just pick a country and fly wherever you want to. Now, here's the thing with Singapore. Singapore is a very walkable city. There's bridges, pedestrian accesses, sidewalks quite literally everywhere. But what you'll see most of is bikes and scooters here in the city and people on rollerblades even at night, which is awesome. I love to see that. So to get better around the city, I'm gonna go ahead and probably rent a bike. All right, guys, I got a bike for 3 hours. Rented a city bike from a company called City Scoot, but their name is not on here. But yeah, $25. That's not US dollars, that's actually Singapore dollars. So that's actually a little bit cheaper. I think maybe like 15 US. Really nice new bike. Everything works right, which is good. And they even gave me a map to show me where to go for the next 3 hours. Pretty good price. If you want to rent it for the full day though, it's gonna be 40 Singapore dollars. So a little more expensive, but they close at 9:45, which means that you can drive all around this Marina Bay area during the evening when it's really beautiful out here. This is the same road that F1 races on. So cool. One thing I love about Singapore so far is just everybody's on the bike, which results in less traffic overall in the city. And they've got so many bike paths around town now that you can go anywhere on the bike really, which is great. Meow, meow. Guys, how cool is this? You can literally just drive down the pit lane of Formula One racetrack here in Singapore for free. You can just walk out here whenever you want to. And even all the racers' names are still on the garage doors. That is just crazy cool. Well guys, it's been like 2 hours on this bike. I am tired, but I got to see a lot of the city here, downtown, and I got literally to see all the landmarks within 2 hours, which is incredible to think that I got to see all of that for what, 25 Singapore dollars, which is like 15 US, 17 US. Great deal. Alright guys, back on my 2 feet after dropping off the bike. It's almost 6 o'clock now and people are starting to come on out. It's getting very, very busy here at the bay. So we're gonna head back to where I'm staying, the hotel I'm staying at. It's in Chinatown district, so I'm not walking all that way. So the best way is either to use the public transport, either by public bus or MRT, or just getting a Grab taxi. But if you're booking a Grab, that's gonna get kind of expensive here if you're booking it like every single time you need to go somewhere. So I got myself an MRT card. You can use this for buses or the MRT. So this is the metro system. It's pretty empty, as you guys can see, and very clean and very affordable actually. So it's only gonna take me about 5 to 8 minutes to actually get to Chinatown from Marina Bay. And here comes my train now. So 7-Eleven has actually prepaid tourist SIM cards for like $13. And it's like for a crazy amount of data, like 100 gigs, just insane. So yeah, just go into a single 7-Eleven and they'll give you one for 13 bucks. It's pretty easy to set up. They give you all the instructions. And as for money exchanges, there's only like a few of them here in Chinatown. Once you get your SIM card set up, you can kind of find them on Google Maps. It's pretty easy, but there's only a handful of them here. But I am loving Chinatown area just from first impressions of moving here. You can basically find everything from authentic Chinese food to even Singaporean dishes here. And it's very alive. So my hotel is like right through this narrow little alley. But it's right next to a Michelin star restaurant, which is pretty cool. Now when we do enter any buildings here in Singapore or any kind of shopping mall or hotel here in Singapore, you must scan a QR code in front of the building door. You basically can't get into any buildings here in Singapore without having a COVID tracking app installed on your phone. This is what it looks like. And so there's two apps, either SingPass or Trace Together, that you have to have downloaded on your phone. Now with Trace Together, there is a bit of an issue. You can't actually use the app unless you have a Singapore phone number, so you're forced to actually buy a SIM card first before you can enter any buildings here in Singapore. Now I want to give you a quick tour where I stayed in Singapore. So before traveling, I did some research on places to stay and I wanted to find a hotel that was both affordable, clean, and in a good location. Unfortunately, there isn't much variety in Singapore because there's very few and limited Airbnb options except for hotel rooms. Now the price you pay for an outdated small hotel room is going to be basically the same price you pay for a new and modern updated capsule. So I found this place called Cube that was right in the middle of Chinatown for only $50 a night. So let me give you guys a quick tour and what I liked about it. So every door has a key card entrance, so it's very secured. And unfortunately, this is the only lock that actually works in the building, as you're about to see. When you enter, you have this hallway and you leave your shoes here in the storage box that matches your room number, but the lock again didn't work. Thankfully, nobody stole my shoes though. Then you use your key card to open up the actual room for the capsules. There's about 12 capsules per room and mine was at the very end near the window, which overlooked the hawker center and the street. Had a pretty good view. Each capsule also has a privacy shade and a lot of storage underneath the capsule for luggage, which I really love. But again, the lock on the storage didn't work, so thankfully nobody stole my luggage. No idea why there's a TV in the room since there was actually no remote for the TV, but they did provide some hangers and again more storage with your very own mirror and international plugs to supply enough power for any vlogger visiting Singapore. Now, if that's not enough, there's even storage behind the headboard and 2 large ACs, so you feel like you're living in Antarctica. Unfortunately, one downside is the bathroom and the shower is in the lobby, so there could be a chance that somebody passes you in their underwear as you're checking into the hotel. However, the 2 bathrooms that they do have each have a shower and they're actually very clean and really modern with hot water and shampoo. So overall, not bad. Alright guys, it is getting close to dinner time, so we're gonna go ahead and find something to eat. Maybe some chicken and rice, because that's the typical Singaporean dish here, and I've got a hawker street food place right across the street from me too, so I got that as an option. As you guys can see, there's just an abundance of Chinese shops here, Chinese food, everything you can really think of. Could I have the roasted chicken?
No roaster. No. Steam and lemon chicken.
Okay, lemon chicken. Let me try lemon.
Okay.
Okay, so they didn't have any roasted chicken, but I got myself lemon chicken, so it looks pretty much like deep fried chicken with some rice, a few sauces, and some lemon on the side. That's good. The rice in Singapore tastes different than in Indonesia, for sure, but the chicken's very good. And so is the sauce. Now guys, if you come to Singapore, you definitely do not need to ball out, spend as much money like everybody says it is, because you know, places are expensive, but you can find hidden gems where it's affordable, like this one. Because this meal alone cost me what, like 6 or 7 Singapore dollars, which is like maybe 4 US. And my place was what, 50 a night, so you can definitely get by for sure staying in Singapore for a few days if you don't mind staying in a capsule hotel rather than the fancy, you know, luxury hotel. I mean, my place alone has really good air conditioning, a really comfy bed. I got 4 pillows, plugs, storage, lots of storage actually for my suitcases, which is surprising being that it is a capsule hotel. And I'm in the heart of Chinatown where there's literally everything. I have a lot of food, a lot of restaurants, a lot of shopping to do here, a lot of activities, and the metro system is so close by. I can get to Marina Bay in just about 5-10 minutes. It's really convenient. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my dinner here, end the video here, and then the next video I'm gonna be heading out to Malaysia actually, so showing you a very cheap border crossing video to get to Kuala Lumpur. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, got a lot of information coming to Singapore, let me know in the comments any questions you guys might have, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.